Cecilia, I felt kinda bad, but I saw your payslip. $700 a month? Are you kidding me? What a parasite! Ambrosia, you never learn from your past mistakes. Looks like it's time for you to start bullying me today. What did you say? Are you making fun of me? No, I'm not. I was just telling the truth. Unfortunately, I'm busy right now, so please leave it for later. Bye. Hey, I haven't finished talking to you yet. I told you that I'm busy, didn't I? I don't have time to deal with you, so please make it quick. You really have a nasty way of talking, don't you? Don't talk to me like that. I was just trying to educate you who has no skill of being a good wife. I'm a very kind-hearted person. Are you trying to educate me by disturbing me while I'm busy with work? Yes, indeed. So, you think it's part of your discipline to throw away my personal belongings on a regular basis? Stop kidding me. I did a cleanup for you since you are lazy. I want you to think of me as a hardworking and grateful mother-in-law. I can only say that what you did was extremely annoying. I threw away your balance ball today. You don't use it anyway, do you? What? It's just a waste of space. You haven't lost any weight, right? Oh, I see. So that's what you mean. What are you muttering to yourself? Do you understand what I'm saying? In other words, from today, instead of using a balance ball, I should be bouncing on you since you are as fat as a ball. Huh? Surely that would save space, and I'd feel good too. Well, I'm fine with that. That's not what I mean. Are you crazy to come up with such a thing? You're such an incompetent wife. No matter how many times I tell you not to throw away people's things, you never learn. You are definitely more incompetent than me. I beg your pardon? Watch your language, Cecilia. That's not the language you use towards your mother-in-law. I see. Looks like you don't have enough IQ level to understand my words. I got carried away. Sorry about that. You're being rude to me since we started our conversation. I'm sorry. I should have said it nicer. Ambrosia, you shouldn't throw away other people's things. Do you understand? How was that? What a disgusting woman you are. You're such an annoying daughter-in-law. I feel sorry for my son since he has picked the wrong wife. Yeah, whatever. How can you act like that when you make only $700 a month? If you're a good wife, I think you should help out a little more financially. I think I'm much better than you who doesn't even put any money for food or utilities. At least I'm putting in both. I cooperate enough for the family finances. I'm old enough to retire, so it's fine. In your case, now is the time to make money, and you're still in your 20s. You should work more. Don't be so cruel. Oh, did I just hurt your feelings? Then I'll say more. No, that's not what I meant. I think you misunderstood me to begin with. Shut up and listen. People with modest incomes are the trash of society. They are as disgusting as scorch marks on a pot lid. Incompetent, or rather parasitic. They have no reason to exist and live. I can't believe you said that. You are too harsh, you know. I'm a very strict person when it comes to educating a useless wife like you. Do you understand? Understand what? You're so worthless. All you have to do is to be obedient to me. So you want me to be your maid? I'm glad that you finally understood that. You are incompetent, so you have no choice. I see. I won't be at peace if you say I have no choice. You were so irritating. What a silly wife. Are you done bullying me for today? Let's end this now. I've had enough. Don't end it on your own. Sorry, I should have said it nicely. Ambrosia, the fun is over, so go to your room and get some sleep. How dare you make fun of me? It really pisses me off. Anyway, I've got work to do. Don't call it a job when you're just playing with a camera and making a few bucks. You're so cocky. Don't talk to me like that. I work with pride as a photographer. It's a noble profession. Get out of that trashy job since you don't earn enough. It won't do you any good. What did you say? With what my son earns at a prestigious company, both of you should be able to live well enough. Frankly speaking, you're no better than a parasite if you can only earn a very modest income. Ambrosia, there are limits to what you can do. Cecilia, stop talking back to me. If you don't shut up, I won't treat you kindly. I won't tolerate you either if you don't behave yourself as a good wife to my son and do me a favor. You need to work harder. I have warned you. The rest is up to you now. I'll make you kneel in front of me for sure. Remember that. My name is Cecilia. I'm 27 years old and I'm a freelance photographer. I take great satisfaction and pride in my work. My husband, Kenny, is 29 years old. We met when his company asked me to take pictures for their website. We just got married 6 months ago after dating for a year. I had a good relationship with my mother-in-law, Ambrosia, at first. But as soon as she found out that I lost my parents when I was very young and grew up in a foster care after that, she turned into a scary demon. As you can see. So I tried my best to avoid her since a long time ago. But 3 months ago, Ambrosia fell in the yard and sprained her ankle. I decided to move in with her for a limited period of time to take care of her personal needs. Since the sprain has already healed, I can kick her out at any time. She has been alone since she lost her husband a few years ago. I continued to live with her since I thought that she must be lonely. However, I cannot allow her to disrespect my work. I have conveyed my anger to her, but she has not heard me at all. I had managed to put up with her up to this point. But finally, it seems that she has crossed the line. Your dirty underwear is so disgusting. What? I can see them flying out of the window. What do you mean? I'm just literally throwing your underwear out from the window one by one. Excuse me? I can't believe you did that. Please stop acting like a child. It's so fabulous to see underwear raining down on the boardwalk from the 3rd floor of an apartment building. I wonder what the passers-by will think. I'm not kidding. Please pick them up immediately. Stop bullying me. The neighbor's wife is looking at me. Looks like she was so surprised. I have to tell her that those are my daughter-in-law's dirty underwear. Ambrosia, what are you doing? If there are people around, go pick them up quickly. I don't want to. If you want to pick them up, why don't you do it yourself? I'm an hour's drive away, so I can't do that. That's too bad. You'll have it all scattered by the time you get back. They are trash. I locked the bedroom, so how did you open it? I did it with an electric saw I rented from a store nearby. You deserve that. Huh? I think you've gone too far with the way you bully me. Oh, there's a middle-aged overweight man picking at your underwear with a single-minded determination. How pathetic. Oh no, that's disgusting. Make him stop. I told you that you should do it by yourself. Why don't you just come home now? Enough is enough. Do you realize how insane you are? This is the correct way of education. It's your fault for not listening to me even though you're my son's wife. If you want me to stop, then shut up and be obedient to me. You're not supposed to do that. You've already understood who's superior to you, haven't you? From now on, don't disobey me and give me all your salary. Then I'll think about forgiving you. Huh? My son's salary is enough to live on. You must give me everything you have, okay? That's the condition for being my son's wife. I will never obey you. Then I don't want you to be here. What? I don't need a daughter-in-law who can't even make enough money and defies me. Get out of here, parasite. I think you're the one who must get out of this house. This is my son's apartment, so it's also my house. You really are a brazen woman, aren't you? It's also my house since I'm Kenny's wife. We're a married couple. I'll have my son divorce you and find him a new and more reasonable wife. It was a mistake to let him marry someone like you. You think he will obey you honestly? The best woman for a son is his mother. If he had to choose between you and me, he would take me without a second thought. It's obvious. I guess there's nothing left to talk about with you. You finally understand your situation, don't you? You should have obeyed me sooner. Yes, I've decided. Once you've decided that, please leave as soon as possible. I'll finally feel better too. Now that it's come to this, I don't intend to get into a long battle. It's so unfortunate that you're being kicked out without having even a pair of underwear. Whatever you say, I don't care what happens to you. When you leave my house, you can go to visit the guy who was collecting your underwear. Hey, Cecilia, where are you? I just finished work. I'm on my way home. What's wrong? Just come home and unlock the house. Why should I do that? I just got back from a spa trip and the house is locked. Maybe my key is broken? I don't think so. House keys don't get damaged that often. Then why can't I use it to open the house? Looks like you're not very perceptive. It's because the lock has been changed. Changed? What do you mean? Didn't you think it was strange that I gave you a free trip without warning? You've been bullying me all the time and there's no way I would treat you nicely after what you did to me. I thought that free trip was your way of saying that you're sorry for troubling me all the time. I don't feel sorry for you. I mean, why should I? I've done nothing wrong. What on earth is going on? You really are dull. It means that me and Kenny have moved out while you were enjoying the spa. That's why the real estate agent changed the lock. I did tell you to leave, but that was just you. Why has my son gone too? You said to me that the parasite who can only earn $700 a month should leave. That's right. I took a good look at the paycheck and was shocked at how little you earn. That was Kenny's paycheck. Huh? It can't be true. Don't lie to me. I won't forgive you if you make fun of my son. I put a copy of the paycheck into your travel bag. Please, check it now. What? I didn't look in here at all because I don't use that part of the bag, but... Oh no! There's a piece of paper in there. You can't just sneak something into someone's bag. That's what a thief does. Check the name on the paycheck and amount. It's my son's name, and the amount is $700. See, I didn't lie to you. Now you believe me, don't you? Tell me why. It can't be true. Kenny said that he works for a prestigious company. How can he have such a low salary? My husband quit his job right after we got married. Why? Shortly before we got married, he was transferred to a very busy department. His health was ruined because he had to do a lot of overtime work. Didn't you notice that? Come to think of it, he told me some time ago that he was transferred to a department. He said that he was exhausted. I couldn't stand to see him losing weight every time I saw him. I told him that I'll do my best to be the breadwinner of the family, so he could become a stay-at-home husband and take a good rest. I didn't care about what people would think about us. Really? My work as a photographer had taken off, and I had enough to spare. I thought I could support him somehow. But I never saw my son doing the housework. You're the one who always cooks. You cook awful food anyway. It's none of your business. Kenny said that he feels sorry if he ended up being a stay-at-home husband, so he decided to start working. I can't force him to do all the housework, so I help him with cooking. Are you saying that he does the laundry and cleaning too? Yes, that's right. My husband works from noon, so he does it in the morning. Is that so? I didn't notice it at all because he sleeps until afternoon every day. You often watch TV until midnight, eat snacks, and sleep like a baby right after that. That's why you ended up looking like a balance ball. That's not good for your health. Shut up! I don't need you to tell me what to do. So we left the house together after you declared that Kenny is incompetent. You even called him a parasite. I was wrong about that. Please, come back. What do you want me to do? The contract for that apartment has been terminated. You were the one who told us to leave, weren't you? Are you trying to bully me by changing the lock? Why would me and Kenny go to the trouble of continuing to rent the apartment after we have moved out? It's a waste of money. No way! Are you telling me that no matter how hard I try, I can't get into the house? On the contrary, if you stay there too long, the real estate agent might report you to the police for trespassing. Oh no! What should I do? Your belongings are in a rental storage room. It's unlocked, so why don't you take those and go back to your house? You can still live well enough on your own. I can't! Why not? I sold my house! I told you I was only going to live with you for a limited time, but it looks like you had no intention of leaving. You lied to me. I was planning to stick with you guys all the time and live a comfortable life. I'm too old to live alone. Is that what you were thinking? I'm glad I got out of there. Why don't you use the money from selling your house to rent an apartment? That was in a bad location, and the land was only worth a couple of $100. I gave the house away for free because it wasn't managed properly. What am I gonna do now? I don't know. That's the price you must pay for being lazy. If I don't do something, I'll end up living in a rental storage room. How pitiful of me. Unfortunately, that won't be possible since the lease for the rental storage room will be terminated soon. That's terrible! Don't be so harsh on me. I warned you, didn't I? You didn't listen to me, so it's your own fault. I'm sorry I treated you badly, so please forgive me. Your apologies are as annoying as a littered cigarette. You've never considered my feelings, even once. I'm sorry. I'll help you with the housework and everything from now on. My husband is perfectly capable of doing the housework, so we're not going to live together with you again. Don't say that! I'm sure that Kenny will help me. Kenny said that his mother doesn't need a son whose existence is as meaningless as the scorch stuck to the lid of a pot. So he decided to cut ties with you. That's not true! It's too late to say anything now. I've been calling my son since a while ago, but I can't get through to him at all. Why? I want to talk to him directly. Kenny said that he blocked your number just now. I'm sorry for you. I can't believe this is really happening. I'll block your number too. Well then, goodbye. I'll give you some snacks I bought during the trip. They're so delicious. Please don't abandon me. By the way, the money for repairing the bedroom door, the discarded underwear, and the free trip has been collected from my mother-in-law's savings account. She must have been in such a hurry that she forgot all about the money she had hidden away. I put the remaining money inside the rental warehouse. The rest of the money was only $2. It's only enough to buy a sandwich. She was a terrible mother-in-law. After that, Ambrosia was pestering the neighbors of the apartment building to tell her about where me and my husband live now. After being told that she would be arrested by police, she ran away. She got angry and made a fuss when she tried to check our address at the city hall and was refused. She's so childish. Later then, we found out that since my mother-in-law was a housewife all her life, her monthly pension isn't enough for her to live a decent life. The apartment she rented for herself was a ramshackle building which is as small as a rental storage room. She could not afford to have extravagant meals. She spends most of her time eating vegetables. I think it is good for her since she can lose some weight with that. My husband and I moved to a distant place. Recently, my husband has taken up cooking and my share of the household chores has dropped to almost zero. I'm very happy every day when I go out to take pictures since I have my husband's home-cooked lunchbox with me.